Hey guys, it's Jamie from BestNerdLife. Joy-Cons are definitely some really interesting tech. They've got all kinds of features stuffed inside them. They've got motion controls, they've got an NFC reader, they've got high definition rumble or whatever. Obviously these things aren't perfect. Joy-Con drift is a ridiculous design flaw, but that's not what I'm talking about today. Because these things are so small and they have plenty of unique design features, there are a whole host of accessories that you can get for them. Plus, they're made by Nintendo, and Nintendo seem to love weird controller setups. As an example, right out of the box, you can stuff them in the Joy-Con Grip. Their answer to a traditional controller setup, I don't know. So in this video, I'm going to be going through some accessories that I have that I think are just really weird and unique to the system. With that being said, let's get going. So first off, I'm going to talk about something that looks very similar to the original Joy-Con Grip, and that is the grip thing that you get for Starlink Battle for Atlas. So this thing is basically just a hunk of plastic with a tiny bit of tech inside it, and what you do with this is you insert the Joy-Cons as you would the Joy-Con Grip, but then you also put a figure near the front of the weird protruding bit of plastic. After you've done that, you then also put your ship over all this. Once you've done all that, you get this monstrosity, which is essentially a Joy-Con grip with the two Joy-Cons either side of the middle kind of structure with the ship on top. Now this, I don't actually think it's that bad. It does add a little bit of weight when you're playing, and especially in this iteration, because there are different ships. The flaps kind of get in the way, so you just need to kind of lift them up so you have some room to play. Gonna be honest, I don't really use this all that much. I don't really play Starlink all that much. The only thing I really use this whole setup for is to display the ship, because I personally think this ship is pretty cool. It's a Starfox whatever ship it's called, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do think it looks pretty cool. It does look a little bit tacky, and it does feel a little tacky. Now for the price that I got it, I think it was £10. It's not that bad. I got it after the initial rush when the prices dropped ridiculously low. But you know, I have a soft spot for figures, and at the time I thought it was pretty cool, and I still think it is, I just don't use it. Now the next thing I want to show you is the flip grip. And this thing is something that I helped kickstart back in 2018, I think, maybe 2017, I can't remember now. But this is essentially an adapter where you can put your Joy-Cons in and also your Switch, so you can play games vertically. It's pretty nifty, to be honest. There isn't a huge amount of games you can play it with. I mainly use it for like pinball games, but if there's any games that kind of have the option for you to play in like the vertical orientation, this thing is pretty cool. Now this thing is literally a piece of plastic. There's no additional functionality, there's no like electronics in it or anything like that. It's literally just a mount, but it is a very well designed mount. All you have to do is one Joy-Con, your second Joy-Con, like so, and then you just have to slide your Nintendo Switch very carefully. Now it does add a little bit of weight to the Switch, and it can take a bit of time to kind of get used to the weight of it and the orientation, but other than that, once you get used to it, it's fine, to be honest. Next up we have something that is properly bargain bin level quality, and these are the tennis rackets for N-Switch Joy-Con. I don't know if you can see the price on there, but I got these for $3.99. So yeah, they are super duper cheap, and you can definitely tell once you open the box why they're that price. To be fair though, they are quite well packaged. When you open the box, you've got two rackets in protective sleeves. They are essentially just bits of plastic and then you essentially put the Joy-Con in. Like so. Simple as that. No additional functionality, just a bit of frankly tacky plastic to make you simulate having a tennis racket. Obviously this is made specifically for Mario Tennis, so if you enjoy Mario Tennis and you want to get even more in the moment, then this thing could be for you. It actually reminds me of one of those, you know, like fly electric swatter things. One positive thing I will say is this particular batch of rackets, they do come in 2 different colours, so you know, there's a nice aesthetic if that's your thing. Honestly though, they are pretty flimsy. I feel like if you drop them or if you swing them too hard, then they're going to break, which isn't great when you're in the moment and you're kind of, you know, swinging around vigorously and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, following on with the sporty, fitnessy theme of tennis, I want to talk about the Ring Fit Adventure Ring. Now this thing, in my opinion, is one of the most fantastic things you can get for the Nintendo Switch. It hasn't like revolutionised my fitness regime or anything like that. I have lost weight, but I think that's more to do with me eating less food in general. But this thing definitely just lets me jump up off my sofa, put the game in, turn it all on, put the Joy-Cons in, and do some exercise. And most importantly, this thing has helped me exercise in the safety and comfort of my own home. Sometimes I feel very self-conscious when I go to the gym, and this lets me kind of work out in private, which is great when I don't feel like going into that environment. But also with this whole coronavirus thing, it's helped me exercise safely. Now I know people have been allowed to go outside and do exercise and all that kind of stuff, but in my opinion, the less times I have to go out, the better, and this has helped me achieve that. And it is definitely my most favourite accessory that I have for the Nintendo Switch, because it's well designed. You can definitely tell that Nintendo have put some time and effort into the build quality, but it has also positively affected my life, which is great. It is a little bit expensive, but for the amount of time I've actually used it, then you know, it's something you can use over time, which I think is fantastic. And last but not least, I've got one more thing to talk about, and I don't know if you can tell by what I'm wearing, but it is the Nintendo Labo robot kit. Now I don't know if I'm technically cheating with this, because it isn't an accessory like the others. It's more of a, I don't know, like a project, like a build project, I don't know. But yeah, I feel really stupid wearing this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've talked about low quality products, and we've talked about high quality products, and then here we are talking about cardboard. Yeah, personally I think the Nintendo Labo sets are really, really fantastic. Not just because they're an accessory that kind of complements a game or makes a game more interactive or whatever. These are things you can actually build. As someone who has grown up with things like Meccano, Lego, Connects, this kind of stuff really, really interests me, because even though it's just cardboard, it's so well designed that it's really intricate and there's lots of moving parts. Even though I enjoyed building this product, I enjoyed building it more than I enjoyed playing with the software. Now the software is great, it's really innovative and interesting and all that kind of stuff, but the longevity of it isn't that great because it's just cardboard. Now it is one of those really innovative and random things that Nintendo are well known for, but I just don't know if I can recommend it at full price. If you find it on sale, I would absolutely recommend it, especially if you have kids. But even if you are like me, a big man child, where you enjoy making stuff and building things and being creative, this is definitely a good kind of foundation to build on with. And yeah, that was me talking about a random assortment of Joy-Con accessories that you can get for your Nintendo Switch. If you enjoyed this video, then by all means like, comment, subscribe, and all that social media goodness. As always, thank you very much for your time, and don't forget to live that best nerd life.